am successful. I look for and find opportunities where others see nothing. I am a lifetime learner. I am solution focused. I see only solutions. I am a solution. The catalyst, Lanre Olusola. Now, this is your go-to space for practical mind transforming conversations that would empower you to turn your life around and overcome all of the biggest challenges that you have. So are you struggling with depression? Are you struggling with the imposter syndrome? Are you struggling in your relationship? Are you struggling in your finances? Are you struggling in your life or any aspect of your life, whether you're a businessman? Are you struggling in business, or are you struggling in your career? Together on this episode and every other episode of the Be Transformed podcast, we would help you transform your mind so that once your mind is transformed, your life will be transformed. So today we're diving into a very, very important topic, right? It is one of the things that I believe that every human being needs to master, and it's the secrets of sales mastery.
Yes.
I am joined by none other than Paul Fo, Africa's leading sales coach. He's a speaker, he's the CEO of the Catalyst Consulting. He has helped businesses increase sales by over 50%. He's a Forbes Coaches Council member. He has a background in business administration. He's an NLP coaching practitioner.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a digital creator. He's an author. He's a reader. He's a reader. He's an international speaker on sales, on branding, and leadership. He's currently based in London with his family, and he shares great insights every day through his podcast. You want to go look out for his podcast, and you want to go follow him on his social media platforms. Welcome to my podcast, Paul. How are you today?
I'm very, very well. I'm very, very thank
awesome
you so much.
Stuff. I'm so excited to have you.
Same here.
Listeners, I hope you're as excited as I am, because we pride ourselves by saying that this is not a podcast. This is a journey. This is a journey in transformation, right? And there's no way that you would listen to any topic or any conversation on my podcast and your life will remain the same. So let's dive into this conversations, Paul. So Paul, talk to me, right? My team have shared with you the 50 secrets of the world's most successful people that I'm turning into a book. I have a master class on it. And so which will be your top 7?
Oh, very interesting. I think number 1 is gratitude. I like to start with that. So gratitude is 1. Attraction is the second one. Selling is the other one. Technology is the other one. Commitment, tenacious innovation.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tell me, why those 7?
Very interesting. I believe that if I'm ever going to when I write a biography of my life, maybe when I'm in my 70s, the title of the biography will be called Gratitude. It's a core value of mine. It's very intense. I'll put it that way. So because I believe that whatever you are grateful for, you tend to attract more reasons to be grateful. Gratitude is an energy, and it removes a lot of negativity from your life. I've been practicing gratitude journaling for like 13 years, every morning over a cup of coffee, including this morning. So I write down everything I'm grateful to God, from the smallest to the greatest. Wow. And then I trick my brain. I do a reverse gratitude, and before a goal is accomplished, I write it down as if it is already done. Like I just flew back from Lagos. I went to do a sales training for a company, and I told the audience about 1,000 people. I said, you know what it means for a company to buy your flight ticket from London, lodge you in a hotel, pay your speaking fee? You think it's just clear eye? There's an energy, it's a force behind it. So every morning I write the following words: I'm grateful and happy that I now do sales trading. And I call the cities London, Paris, Cape Town, Joburg. I mean, these are cities I've gone to do sales trading, and they fly me in. So I reverse the gratitude thing, but I do it over and over again, because you want to make the unfamiliar familiar. Wow. You want to make I even go to the details, and I say they lodge me in a 5-star hotel, and I get a great view I go to that level of detail. And I also say that after the training, my host says to me, you exceeded our expectation.
Wow.
And after the training, the participant in the training bought all my product I put out on display, and I got referrals from it. And that's exactly what happens.
Wow. Powerful.
Yeah, so it's a reverse gratitude that I do. But the key is making the unfamiliar familiar, because on a physical level, you are not familiar with that. But on a subjective level, by repetition, you make the unfamiliar. And once it becomes familiar to you, the attraction is a lot easier.
Boom. Wow. Wow. So why tech? Why the others? Quickly.
Oh, I love technology. In fact, I was telling your assistant, your associate, when she called me, I said, there is a new website I'm going to introduce to her, but I won't say it on the call. I'll tell you guys, it improves the quality of the voice so powerfly.
Wow.
So when I flew into Lagos, I got an opportunity to interview one of the biggest YouTubers in Africa. His name is Stephen Nduku. Massive. Over 1 million subscribers.
Wow.
So I didn't have all my equipment. I had only my iPhone. So I quickly rushed to his place in Lekki Phase 1 and I interviewed him. The video was good, but the audio wasn't the way I wanted it to be. So I investigated, got a new tool. And if you see how that tool improved the quality of the sound, it's crazy.
Wow.
It's crazy. I really like technology. Technology is very big for me, because technology accelerates your progress. It accelerates your growth. If I finish a sales call with a client right now, there are technologies I use to analyze the call. When I analyze the call, I send the client a post-sales call analysis. When the client reads that analysis, usually I close them. They're like, yo, this guy has his stuff together.
Wow, this is so powerful. So technology. So quickly, in 2 minutes, break down the other secrets that you.
So there's technology. Yeah. There's commitment. I told my sons, I forgot 3 children. My first one's going to be 16 this year. My second's going to be 15 this year. My last child is already 12. So I told them that one thing I've tried doing is when I bring them to my room, I said, did you see how I dress my part of the bed? Mom is still sleeping. I said, but at least I dress my part of the bed. I put the duvet together. Because I tell my sons that how you do one thing is usually how you do everything. Like we've taught us that before. You made that before in NLP. It's like more, because the brain doesn't know whether you're working out or whether you're reading book. If you commit to working out, it tends to transfer that same energy to the workout.
Yeah.
So commitment is a habit. It's a skill, and commitment can take you further than talent.
Wow.
It's a powerful thing if you just stay committed to it. I tell people all the time, if you want to master Lanre, don't listen to many people. Just say to yourself, I will listen to everything Lanre has put out in the last 1 month. That's how you. That's the way.
Wow, powerful. So gratitude, tech, commitment. What else?
So gratitude, tech, commitment, selling. Oh my God.
don't talk about that. We'll come back to selling. That's what this whole episode is all about.
Okay.
So the remaining 3.
So what is it? I put gratitude,
tech,
commitment. What?
You said gratitude, tech, commitment, selling, and then 3 more.
I put gratitude, tech, commitment. I think I put tenaciousness as well. Yeah. Tenaciousness is the same thing, because life will not always go the way we want it to go. I tell my children, life's hard. It's not a negative confession. It is.
That's the reality of life. Right?
Yeah, it is.
So you know what to prepare for and how to prepare.
That's it. So I take a cold shower every morning.
Wow.
England is cold. When I'm doing it, I'm screaming. My children know Daddy's taking a cold shower right now. So your house knows I'm screaming. I say that to torture my body. Seneca said that if you torture the body, you will make the mind obey you. Because one of the fastest routes to the mind is the body.
Yeah, they are one and the same.
Yeah, one and the same.
You reach the mind from the body.
That's it.
And you reach the body from the mind.
Yes. So if you feel depressed, just do a push-up, do 50 push-ups. Your state will change. Your state will just change. It will just change. So that tenaciousness is in everything. I just came back from a gym now. I had a great workout session, and I'm on this call right now. I'm on this call right now. I'm present. Nothing is on.
Wow.
Nobody's on. Yeah. So that's how you are tenacious about it. Nobody tells me to go to the gym. I do it.
Wow.
The best tenacious practice is you do the things that nobody's supervising you to do. You just do it.
You're learning discipline.
Yes.
Yeah, you're disciplining yourself, and this is one of the greatest skills.
Yes.
Discipline. It's one of the skills that very few Africans have. Discipline.
Yeah.
Discipline.
Yes.
Wow. All right. So let's dive into today's interview. We're talking about the secret of sales mastery.
Yeah.
Why do people struggle with making sales? What are the top 3 reasons why people struggle from selling, from closing deals? What is it? What is it that you've seen? I mean, all you've done since I've known you, right? And since you've become a coach is focusing on sales. So you've trained, I'm sure, well over millions of people in sales, right?
Yeah.
Now, what are the top three barriers for people? What are the top 3 challenges? Why do people fail to successfully sell, or to successfully close sales, or to attain sales mastery? What is the barrier? What are the challenges? What stops people from being able to sell? I mean, you are a guru. And this is all I've known you to do.
Yeah.
So talk to us. If there's somebody out there that is struggling with sales, what could be those 3 things that they need to overcome? First of all, identify them, why, and then we'll go into how they can overcome.
Great. So from my own opinion, I see 3 things why like a barrier. So I like to break things down into their bolts, nuts and bolts, mental models. What will stop a person from selling? The first thing is here in their head. If the person believes that selling is hard, it just becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Or the person believes that selling, or their person's definition of sales is that you are disturbing people. Once you believe that selling is actually disturbing people, you don't want to try. You will do everything else but to get in touch with somebody. And sales is a contact sport. If you don't contact somebody, there's no way you will sell. So that's the first thing. People must change. My definition of sales is change in behavior. That's my latest definition of sales. Sales is change in behavior.
Whose behavior?
The buyer's behavior. The buyer is using a Samsung phone. You want to change their behavior to use an iPhone.
Nice.
It's a change in behavior. And you believe that you have the product that can facilitate that change. So you have to go out there. Number 2, many people struggle in sales because they don't have a system.
Ooh.
Some people call it a sales funnel. A predictable system of bringing people. Because every product you and I buy, a customer must go through a journey. Before somebody comes to Lanre for coaching, they saw your video on TikTok. From the video, they sent your team a DM or sent you a DM. From that DM, you look at the person, it looks serious. You jumped on a call with the person. The person says, no, I'm the head of L&D for this bank in Kigali or Rwanda or Dubai or whatever. I want you to work with that team. From there, you sold yourself to the person in that call. From there, they flew you to whatever, and then you did the work. That's a simple funnel. The question is, you wouldn't have been in Dubai doing that training if they didn't see that video. So the video gets attention. That is marketing. The moment you start talking to them, you have started selling. So you look at marketing as pre-selling. Everything to prepare the pre-selling. Just look at it as pre-selling. Your content, your video. They saw you on Arise TV. I said, I like this man. Who is this man? They began to search you. They reach out to you. That Arise video is pre-selling. The moment you start talking to them, or someone from your team is talking to them, selling has started. And if you do a good job, you move them to the next stage, which is, the purchase of your product. People have a system, but sometimes they're unconscious of that system. Because they are unconscious of that system, they're not working the system better. So when you know a person who's now conscious of their system, the videos will now be better and more intentional. Because you know that's the first step in the ladder. They will have a better design. They will package themselves more. It will have a clear CTA. It may probably have a lead magnet. Say if you want to have a conversation with Larry, you may need to get his free book on coaching first. They jumped on that because it's a system. I was at a conference in Canary Wharf in the Docklands in London. They were 2 days ago. The room was filled up. The guy that organized the company is a big real estate company, Evans Willis, massive company. I told the guy, I unpacked his system for he was laughing. I said, this guy does a free video on LinkedIn, TikTok. He tells you to come for a free live real estate conference. People coming for free for live. He lodges them. He does it in a luxury hotel, Canary Wharf. He teaches them for 2 days and he upsells them to his mastermind for £3,000.
Wow.
So that's his process. Very simple.
Wow. Powerful.
Yes. So it's a system.
What's the third one?
So after the first one is your mindset.
Yes.
The second one is your system. The last one is they don't practice it like a profession. It is a profession. It is a profession. Many people who are watching me right now, ask them, how many of you have listened to yourself selling? Many people have not listened to themselves. You think, oh, you can talk. If some of you record one of your sales conversation with a prospective client, you will shake your head and say, no wonder they are not buying from me.
Record yourself.
Oh, yes. Like, just try it. Just tell any of your staff, the next time you're on a call with someone you're about to close, a company, or tell them to record you on another phone.
Wow.
Listen to that call. You will call me back and say, Coach, I need to repent.
Wow.
You will realize that I'm not even pacing these people. You know, in NLP, you pace before you lead. You the law NLP selling. You pace first and then you lead. You realize, oh, I'm not really asking enough open-ended questions. I just ask a lot of close-ended questions. You now realize that I don't do a bit
over in 5 minutes.
Yes. Yeah. You now realize that I didn't even share enough testimonials. I didn't ask enough consequence awareness question. The consequence and awareness question, my favorite one is, what is it costing you? That's one of my favorite question. So Lanre, I'm calling you because I'm overweight. It's a rich man shop, but I'm overweight. I'm just tired of it. A champion will go a bit deeper and say, well, you're overweight. And then it's like drama. You have to change the tone of your voice. I really, really feel, what you just said. A lot of people that come for me for coaching, they always say that's social proof. But can I ask you a question, please? Permission. What is it costing you with this weight that you said that you have right now? So I've changed my tone.
Powerful.
I can't have better sex with my husband. It's a problem. I can't run around with my children. Then you pause as well too. It's a lot of.
It seems like there's a lot of psychology in selling.
A lot. It not seems. It is psychology. Like I tell people that you watch a movie, you cry. They're reading a script. They just work your cadence. They reduce their voice. They change their body language. They change the tone of the music, and it's affecting your emotions.
It's acting.
Sales, you have said the word. Sales is acting.
You better be a great actor.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Once you practice, once you get those things, you become very dangerous on the call.
Wow. So we've talked about people that don't sell. We've talked about people that are crap at selling and closing deals. Top 3 secrets of the world's most successful sales people.
Very interesting. I think number 1 is that they are very, very hungry, very determined. The intangibles first. They want it badly. Hunger. That's the thing.
Wow.
And they are very self-reliant people. They don't want to beg anybody for anything. So they know that this sales is the key to that life. So there's a self-reliance to it. It's a drive. And they know that it's possible. That's the first key. It's very intangible.
They don't have a plan B.
No, they don't have a plan B. You have said the word. This thing has got to work. they have, and they are fixers. It's a problem, they'll fix it. A problem, they'll fix it. So I tell my children, if there's a problem, you fix it. You are a fixer, you can fix it. You ask a question, you look for help, you look for something. They've been stealing my children's bikes in front of my house here in England. And there's a this England house, there's a back alley where there's a key. So when we bought the house, the neighbors around said they don't know where the key is. I began to think, I said, no, I've got to fix this problem. I'm not very handy. So I began to look around. I bought a thing to cut the key, still wasn't going because the key was a strong key. Today I stood in front of my house. I saw a job man. I walked up to the guy, I said, hi, smile. I wore my glasses so I look responsible because I'm a black man. See, I'm walking the guy doesn't know what I'm doing to him. I wore my wedding band. I say, hi, I just bought this house. Can I give him a reason. The reason why I'm talking to you right now, because they keep stealing my children's bike. Can you help me cut this key? The man just, sure. I'm selling every day. The man left his car under the code. He came and cut the key by himself. Now you got to thank me.
Lifestyle.
It is a lifestyle, sir.
You're not only selling a product, you're selling yourself.
Yes, every day. Every day.
You've got to learn to master how to sell yourself to everybody you meet.
That's it.
In every situation.
Every situation.
Wow. So they are hungry. They I mean, we've come up with this one now. It's a lifestyle. You sell yourself
every day
in every situation.
Every situation.
What will be the third one?
So they have a system. I have a system. And they work that system every day. They're always iterating the system. The mental model of a system that it has an input. Every system has a bottleneck, has an output. When somebody pays you money, that's an output. It's an effect. You taught us in NLP. It's an effect. You always want to ask, what caused this effect? And then you do on a scale of 1 to 10. On a scale of 1 to 10, let me pick, there are 10 causes to this effect. How can I improve cause 1? So you always want to stay on cause. Now, you can't control the effect. I always say, you can't control the effect in sales. You don't know when someone's going to pay you money. The only thing you can control is the cause. If you stay on cause, the effect, you will disproportionately increase the odds and the effect will be in your favor.
Wow. So you talked about a 3-step process for a system. Input, bottleneck, output.
Yes.
So I mean, we know what the input is. You've already spoken about it. You've told us what the output is. What do you mean by bottleneck?
Great. The bottlenecks are things that stop us. I'll give you an example. I was in Lagos recently because it was a back-to-back trip. I wanted to go and adjust one of my suits, the trousers. The output that I want to get back to my hotel room on time.
You've lost some weight?
No, the length. I like my clothes to fit exactly the way I want it to be. So I wanted the output to be that I will get to my hotel room by 4 p.m. because my hotel was in the mainland in Ikeja. And I was doing all of this in the island. What was the bottleneck? The bottleneck was that I think I had a meeting with a client of mine, Jide, in their Lekki office. I said, this is the only bottleneck that can take my time. I told the Uber driver, don't move. I'll pay you extra money. Stay and wait for me. He said, does he have fuel? I said, while I'm having this meeting, you go and buy fuel and come back. So I'm always systems thinking. Because when I rush out of that meeting, the last thing I want is going to get on queue and buy fuel. And then the third main bridge jams me.
So always end to end.
Yes, end to end. What is the bottleneck? Sometimes your bottleneck is you. Bottleneck is a skill. The skill is I'm very bad. For example, someone say some people may be very good at getting attention, but they're not very good at converting the attention into money. That's why I say some people they have a lot of followers, but they don't have money. So they are the bottleneck. The mountain is them.
Wow.
Some of you watching me right now, your bottleneck is that you need to talk to Lanre. You need to book a coaching session.
This is so profound. So input, bottleneck, and output. Oftentimes you have to master the input.
Yes.
Master it's whilst you are going through it that you identify the bottleneck.
That's right.
And then you continue to refine
Yes.
it. You continue to refine it. You continue to work through
Yes.
it. And then you get the output.
Yes.
You get the close and you deliver.
Lanre, for example, you and I, we love to work out, for example, right?
Yes.
Top workout people, they will tell you at night, every workout they need in the morning, they have to arrange it somewhere. You and I know that when you wake up, now looking for where your shoes are, hey, you just you know to go again. So that's a bottleneck. So just arrange it. And my children,
it's quite interesting.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting because I travel a lot.
Yeah.
And sometimes, I mean, in 2 months, I slept in about 12 beds.
Wow.
In 2 months. 12 beds in 12 different countries.
Wow.
And so what I do is once I check in, the first thing that I bring out is my exercise clothes.
Very good.
And I put it by the door.
Mm.
And I always stay in the same hotel anywhere in the world that I'm going.
Very
because
good.
I've already planned the route. I know how exactly what the route will be. I know exactly how much time it will take me because my whole day is planned. And so once my alarm goes off and I get out of bed, I know where my exercise clothes are. And it is when I step out that I know what country I'm in. Sometimes I don't know what country I'm in. So it's when I step outside of the hotel that I realize, yes, I'm in Kigali. This is my route. Yes, I'm in Uganda. This is my route. Yes, I'm in Kenya. This is my route. Yes, I'm in Joburg. This is my route. Yes, I'm in Cape Town. This is my route. Yes, I'm in London. When I'm in London, I stay only in 3 locations. Only in 3 locations: Maidavale, Chelsea, and North London, Beaufort Park. Those are the only 3 places that I stay when I'm in London.
Very good.
And I know the route. So I understand what you're saying, right? The bottlenecks, and you have to be systems thinking, and you have to know what input will create the output. Now we've talked about tactics. We've talked about things that you should do. Let's now go to the mindset. Let's go to the mindset. What is the major mindset of a super salesman? And I'm using man, not in gender context. What is or what are the mindsets of great salespeople? What would you say would be the top mindsets of great salespeople?
I think, to me, I can only talk from my lived experience on some of the studies. They have a very strong, compelling reason. They have a compelling reason. For example, for me, I want to help 1 million Africans, especially Nigerians, make their first $1,000 online this year. That's my dream. Some of them have never made a dime on the internet. I want to help 1 million small business owners in Nigeria and Africa make their first $1,000 on the internet.
Wow.
Some of them have never made a penny on the internet. And I see it as a gold rush. I'm wondering why they're not participating in it. Yes, everybody should do that. Somebody booked a call with me yesterday. Said you want to have a 1-hour conversation. I said it's £300. Person paid. To some people, it's magic. It's magic, but
awesome.
So something I want to help them make that first. If 1 million people make $1,000, that's billions into the Nigerian economy.
Yeah. So have a very, very
strong, compelling reason.
Conviction. Yes.
Conviction. So you can even make the compelling reason both a macro and a micro. So for those listening to me, I like mental models. I like thinking in systems. Your bedroom, your house is your macro system. Your bedroom is your micro system. The country you live in, that's why I call it macro economy. Your personal economy is the micro economy. To a large extent, if you're not careful, the macro usually affects the micro. You hear that? So your macro, you should have a macro compelling reason. Some of you watching right now, perhaps nobody has ever bought a property in your family. That was the reason for me for a while. You say, I'm going to break this. That's a micro. You'll be shocked, Lanre, in some families, many people don't own one property. You'll be surprised. Because you think only less than 15% of Nigerians own their own property.
Wow.
It is very scary statistic.
Wow.
Yes. So you can have a macro one, then you have a micro compelling reason.
Yes.
Let that be your guiding star.
Second mindset,
they have a good relationship with money. They are not ashamed of it. Anybody has a negative relationship with money, it's difficult for them to sell.
Why is that?
Yes, because at the end of the day, you sell to make money. Money is what you use to keep score.
Wow, money is your scorecard.
It's your scorecard
when it comes to sales.
Yes, it's how you know how many people you have helped.
Deep. This is deep.
It's how many people you have helped. So if you're a coach watching me right now, because a lot of coaches will watch this, if your bank account ain't ringing, man, it means that you haven't helped a lot of people with your coaching practice. As simple as that. See, that way you are selfish. Ouch.
This is solid stuff, man.
Yeah.
This is solid stuff.
Yeah.
Wow. If you don't have a good relationship with money, what's the money mindset that you have? I interviewed Pastor Olumide Emmanuel.
When?
We were, you know, in the podcast.
Wow, you didn't tell him that I'm your boy?
Yeah, no, I told him that you're my guy.
Yeah,
you know?
awesome.
And we were talking about the mindset of the poor, the rich, and the wealthy. It's a mind-blowing episode.
No, this
so when
solid.
you get to this point, make sure that you go look for that podcast, because your relationship with money
Critical.
is about your mindset about money.
Yeah.
And you may have the mindset of the poor, of the rich, or the wealthy, and your background, your life's experiences, your environment, your relationships determine
everything.
Mindset about money.
Scripture says that
struggling. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Sorry, Scripture says that we look through a mirror. It's in the Bible. When you look at a mirror, who do you see? Is you. You look through a mirror. If the person you see has a scarcity mentality about money, that is how you see the world. The Bible is a deep book.
Boom.
You look through a mirror. Bible said, we don't see clearly, we look through a mirror. When you look at a mirror, objectively, it is you that you see, nothing else. So reality sometimes is a very harsh mirror. A salesperson that doesn't believe that there's abundance, how will you go out and sell? Because the sages say, out of abundance, he took abundance, yet abundance remaineth. Out of abundance, we have taken abundance, yet abundance remaineth.
Wow. So we're talking money mindset, and you've introduced the third one, growth mindset.
Yes.
Why does a great salesperson need to have a growth mindset?
Oh, like the world is changing so fast. The external world is not static. It is always changing. Now, there was ChatGPT. DeepSeek has come as a major competitor to ChatGPT. DeepSeek is from China. They've reduced the stock value of Nvidia as we speak. They are disrupting everything.
Wow.
Yes. The world is not the same. So it is changing so fast. I'm wondering the kind of world my children will live in. It's scary.
How do you spell DeepSeek?
It's called Deep. Look at that. Even look at the name that they will choose. This guy said
Sick.
Deep, then Seek. Deep. DEEP.
Oh, sick.
Seek.
And sick.
Yes. Yes. So
wow.
It's the AI that it will even be correcting you the prompt you give to it. It's a deep. My brother. Okay. Okay. Hey.
The world is a very dynamic world.
Very.
I tell people that we live in a VUCA and a Barney world.
Yes.
Volatile, unpredictable, complex, ambiguous, very, very brittle, anxious, non-linear, and incomprehensible work.
Yes.
And dynamism, agility, flexibility, innovation, creativity, and constant change is the only constant. Wow. So you've talked about number one, a strong, compelling reason. Number two, money mindset. Number three, growth mindset. Number four.
Yeah. let me just add a little bit about that growth mindset is that you must always be growing. Always be growing. Knowledge. Everybody watching me right now, if you want to understand sales, go and study psychology and behavioral economics.
And NLP.
Yeah, and NLP, yes. If you have those three things, you're a dangerous person. Coach, I will encourage you to go and watch a documentary on Netflix. I'm currently watching it right now. It's called Illusion for Sale.
Illusion
for sale. He said the guy is in prison now. The guy started a network marketing company in South America. They were selling NLP coaching.
What?
From there, they enter landmines. They enter hotels. The guy was so wealthy. It was crazy.
Wow. So what happened to him?
I think it was a Ponzi scheme.
Oh.
But there's a lot of psychology in that thing. Okay, if you see this guy teach you, just be seeing NLP. You see state management. You see rapport building. You see pacing and leading. You see testimonial. The guy was an amazing salesman. Amazing. It was South America. So therefore, that study pastors. If you want to understand sales, study pastors. Study magicians. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Wow. Magicians, pastors, miracle workers.
Yes. Study fraudsters. It's very, very, very powerful.
Wow.
You come to church.
Wow.
The atmosphere prepares you. You walk in. Somebody stood in front and say, I didn't have a job. I came to this church. The pastor prayed for me. Now I have a job. That's powerful testimonial. God gave it to us to use it for sales. And you said to yourself, I ain't leaving this church, man.
Wow.
I am not
So you're
going
looking for
anywhere.
your own testimony.
Oh yeah. So the same thing. Somebody buys your product. Why are you not sharing it with the world? Throughout yesterday and today, I was just sharing only testimonials of people who said they enjoyed my product. That's all. I'm not sharing any content. If it builds belief, it builds a lot of belief. So you must understand magicians. Go and study them. Study con men. Study pastors. Study religious leaders. How do they persuade these people?
This is deep. Deep stuff. This is deep stuff. So what will be the fourth thing?
Okay, so the fourth thing you say to be a good salesperson, right?
Yeah, a great salesperson. Yeah,
A great salesperson. So now in the way
mindset.
yes, and the way of the world is now, you want to think about content. Think of yourself as a content machinery. Think of yourself as your content is your army. I just finished watching when I was flying from Lagos to London. I watched a documentary by Napoleon Bonaparte. I'm a big Napoleon fan. I've read like 2 of his books. That guy was a warrior, was a conqueror. He had a terrible marriage with Josephine, his wife, but he was a warrior. He was a warrior. So I studied those kind of people. And he said something, your troops is your assets. The bigger the troops, the better. It's a game of numbers. So if they kill a few of them, some of them are still fighting for you.
Wow.
The audience is your troops. They are your salespeople. Yeah. Why is Tony Robbins still relevant today? It's his troops. It's the audience. Tony Robbins is almost 70 now. He's still going. He's on fire. He has a basketball team that is invested in. He's an insanely rich man. He's the troops. Wow. So I tell people all the time, man, don't play with the content game, man. Sponsor the content. I'm even running ads on the episode I did with you. I ran ads yesterday. You think I'm playing? He already had 5,000 views. Oh. I'm not resting. I'm still pushing it. I put money in the ads yesterday.
Wow.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, it's the name
invest
of the game.
In content.
Oh yes, invest in equipment,
invest
tools.
in content, invest in tools, and invest in pushing your content.
Yes, and invest in coaching, invest in knowledge. Pay for Lanre Olusola's program. Click the link in the bio. Attend the events so that you are a weapon. So that when you are in front of a customer, the customer will just say to you, man, even if I didn't buy, you are very persuasive.
Wow. And I like I like where we're at, because it brings me to my next question. What are the top 3 secrets of persuasion?
Number one is the way to persuade somebody is in NLP, they taught us, is called pacing. For those of you who don't understand pacing, a lot of know more about that. There's pacing and there's leading. You cannot lead a person until you have paced them. That
There's
is my
following. There's following, pacing, and leading.
yes. Guys, those of you watching me right now, some of you have heard when a woman says to you, "You led me on." How did you lead her on? You paced her first. You told her, "Oh, you're beautiful." She knows that. Your dress looks good. She already knows that. Yeah, pacing her.
You're building rapport with
You're
her.
building rapport with us. How many of you have watched hypnotists perform? Before that, go and study hypnotists. They'll tell you you're sitting on a brown chair. You already know that. Your back is against the brown chair. You already know that. You're breathing deeply. You already know that. They're pacing you. And now your eyes close gently. Gently. Boom. You left. They've led you. Yeah. You have to pace before you lead. So if you've not studied NLP, go and sign up for Coach Lanre Olusola's
The next NLP class is in March. You want to look out for that.
Look out for
In
that,
my
guys.
Bio, go and check it on my
Check it out.
Instagram. Go to all my pages and check
Yeah.
it out. Make sure it is one of the most profound programs that you can take.
Powerful skill.
Yeah, for you to succeed in any chosen field
Yes.
of endeavor, especially sales.
It's a powerful skill. That's the
So
first one.
building rapport and
Building rapport.
learning the art of body language.
Yes.
and pacing.
Yes.
And leading.
Yes.
Is number one skill
Yes.
for persuasion. What would be the second?
Number one, if you're selling to the person one-on-one, if it's a communication, you must learn the art of asking questions.
I thought sale is about talking.
No, it's not about talking. Good salespeople are great question askers.
You are shifting stuff right here. Because a lot of people that get into sales believe that I must know how to talk. I must know how to.
Nah. Think about it, Lanre. Think about it, boss. Some of the best salespeople are doctors, lawyers. They don't motivate you. They just ask questions. When was the last time you drank water? They'll tell you. Do you have this sign in your family? You say yes. They're leading you somewhere. From my conclusion, you realize that there's this problem in your family. You say, I surrender. You say, take off your fridge, you take off your clothes. They are say you need this medicine. You don't argue with them. They led you to that point. You don't say, what shall I do to be saved? You boss yourself to that
powerful question.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Powerful
Asking
question.
open-ended questions.
Oh, yes. Learn how to pause in some questions. Somebody watched a clip of my interview with you today. The person said, it's the pause for me. The way you pause when Larry says something, you just pause. I'm like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. The pause is as powerful as what you say.
Learn to be silent.
Oh, yeah.
At specific
oh
times.
yeah. That 1 second silence is a powerful thing. So asking questions is critical. Pacing and leading, asking questions. And in today's world, if you really want to really take this sales thing to the next, you must learn how to write digitally. There is a way to write online to get attention. It's called copywriting. It's a skill. It's a dangerous skill. It's a powerful skill. I went to Dubai for the first time in 2015. It was something I read. I paid my flight ticket and traveled. The power of written things. People underestimate. The Bible and every religious book is written. And it compels behavior. It compels behavior.
This is so powerful.
It changes behavior. What you write can change a behavior. Wow. Yes.
Learn to write digitally.
Oh, yeah. Learn to
copyright.
I did a webinar, 150 people came for the webinar. The amount of money I made in that webinar is what some people work for a whole year to make.
This is powerful.
It's what I wrote down.
So we've talked about individual salesmen, salespeople, and all of that. What can organizations do? What can businesses do, right, to reposition themselves to make more money? Two things, two quick things.
All right. So if a company wants to make more money, number one, you have to have a great offer. Don't sell the primary products. Create an offer. I'll give you an example. Because an offer is not the same thing as a product. So let me break it down for people to get. Let's say, for example, a person sells bags. They make bags. An offer could be, if you buy this bag, we just created a little ebook on 5 ways to maintain leather. We'll give you that for free. If you buy this bag now, delivery will be free, for example. If you buy this bag now, we'll give you a polish that you can use to polish this every single time. So they built a lot of things around that. And if this bag gets spoiled in the first 1 year of you buying it, we will replace it for you. That is an offer.
Powerful.
Or just to sell a singular product.
Wow.
So you need to have a company that wants to sell anything. Don't just sell the primary product. We call it sweetening the pot. Figure out something else that you can add around. If you think deep enough, you find something else that you can, sort of like add around that. So you want to have an offer. Yeah.
What will be the second thing?
Second, you need to know who the target customer is. What their pain points. People don't buy product. They only buy what the product can do for them. The product is just an excuse, a vehicle to the end. People buy sex. They buy better sleep. They buy financial security. They buy how to make money. They buy how to save money. They buy how to lose weight. That's all they buy. They want to lose weight. That's all they want. Every product that you promise for that, the product is just a vehicle to that end. I wrote my article yesterday. I said, the company that flew me into Lagos, they didn't fly because they like my face. No. The outcome they want is they want 1,000 salespeople to make sales for them. I am just a vehicle to get there. And if I wasn't available as a vehicle, the people don't have a vehicle. I am just a vehicle to get to the outcome of sales. So look at it. Think outcome. Don't think process. Many people not think about the vehicle themselves. Because we don't care about you and I. They don't care about you and I. They don't care. You really think they care about you? No.
What
They
you're
only
saying,
care about the outcome.
what you're saying is people have needs.
Yeah.
People have pain.
Yeah.
People have problems.
Yeah.
And they're looking for a solution.
That's it.
So what you do provides this. How do you position yourself as the solution?
Great.
That meets their need, that alleviates their pain and solves.
Show them proof that you have done it before. Somebody came to me, said, Lanre, he has mental health issues. The guy was cured. That is proof. People are looking for objective proof that this pain I have, you have solved it before for somebody. Show them proof. Show them a research report that you have done.
Wow. This is powerful. This is powerful. One last thing. If you are going to give one very powerful game changer for anybody out here, whether it's a company, whether it's an individual entrepreneur, whether it's a solopreneur, what will be that one game changer? Boom.
Study human psychology. Human beings are very, very malleable, susceptible. We don't know how malleable people are. We are just joking. There was a video that came out. I didn't watch it. Because I always tell people that those of you who watch it, it's like you don't have work or you don't have work. They said there was a guy in Equatorial Guinea. He slept with different women and he did video with all of them. I said that man did not use jazz and any of these women. They are all responsible people. Do you know what it means for a human being to carry camera to video themselves having sex? Such an intimate experience. That man is a salesman. that brother is a salesman.
Wow.
You know what it means to enter people's head and tell them to do things that you think they're crazy. And a man can tell a woman to do that and then you cannot sell your coaching package. Are you normal? I don't understand.
Wow.
I don't understand.
Study human psychology.
Study human psychology. You think humans are very susceptible.
And if we break down what psychology is human behavior.
That's it.
Study human behavior. Study human behavior. And I would add one thing to it. When you study human behavior, study NLP.
Yes.
How to change behavior. You
That's
said
it.
that you've redefined sales.
Yes, it's
Right?
change
As
behavior
changing
change.
behavior. Yeah.
That's it.
So once you study human psychology, which is studying behavior, then you study how to quickly change
That's
behavior.
it.
NLP is the master key to changing behavior. If you want to learn to be a master NLP practitioner, we are running online virtual NLP master classes. So
Yeah.
look out for it. March it is coming. So Paul, we've come to the end of this podcast, but one last question for you. How do you relax? You work so hard. You work so hard. How do you relax?
Okay, I've been married to my wife for 18 years. My wife is my relaxation. My wife relaxes me.
Wow.
I just see my wife and my children, and then I watch documentaries. I'm watching one right now.
Wow.
So I relax. Then I take walks. I like long walks.
Profound.
It relaxes me a lot. I take long walks.
Wow.
Relaxing me. So having conversation with my wife, talking to my children, taking these long walks, it makes me relax. So that's how I chill.
Thank you very much, Paul, for gracing this podcast, and for everyone that is watching me right now. You know, I met Paul when he was selling recharge cards on the street. Yeah, selling recharge cards on the streets. You know what it means to hawk on the streets? That's what he was doing, and this guy has become. How many houses do you have now?
I have 3 properties now.
Wow, 3 properties, 2 in Nigeria, 1 in the UK, right?
Yeah.
He was hawking. How many years ago was that?
Let's say 18, 19 years ago.
Yeah, just 2 decades ago, he was hawking on the streets. Now he owns 3 properties. He lives in the UK. Now, what he's taught us today is what he's lived.
That's right.
Yeah. Everything he's shared with you today is not 1/10 of the principles that we live. If you want to be a great person, if you want to attain greatness, if you want to succeed, then you've got to find out what we know. You have to find out what we know and what we are living and how we are living. That's right. And that's what this podcast is all about, bringing you tips, bringing you secrets, bringing you phenomenal principles that you can immediately apply to your life. And if you've enjoyed this conversation, right, don't keep it to yourself. Make sure you share it. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube. You catch this on Spotify. Make sure you catch it on Apple or any other platform that you watch your podcast on. And make sure that you join us as we transform minds and as we transform lives. That is what drives me, transforming minds and transforming lives. Paul wants to help 1 million people make a minimum of $1,000 online.
Yeah.
What is your driving purpose?
Yeah.
What is your mission? What is your vision? And what is the driving force behind you? On that note, we'll wrap it up for today. Thank you very much, Paul. God bless you, man.
Thank you so much, boss. Have a fantastic day.
I am successful. I look for and find opportunities where others see nothing. I am a lifetime learner. I am solution focused. I see only solutions. I am a solution.